Pens lose 3-0 to the Boston Bruins. In short, in the game, Max Talbot, ex-Penguin, scores against us. Hayes scores a goal, which is then got the nice little coach's challenge thing, which was just a bad call in general. Surely they've got someone upstairs that watches these things that should tell the coaches, hey, maybe now's a good time to use it, because, I mean, Cole got in the way on that. I don't know why Hayes got called for goaltender interference. I don't know how Hayes also got credited with the goal, by the way. Period, due to a nice little stupid penalty from Hornquist, who can't seem to do anything right at the moment. And I'm not saying that he's playing badly, it's just everything's kind of going against him. It's kind of like Plotkonov, but not Russian. And then 3-0 Spooner, and that's the game. Couple of key points, and then I'm really just gonna go on some giant rant about this franchise. You should win every game where you outshoot the opposition 17-0 in a 17-minute span where Boston didn't have a single shot on goal in between the second and the third period where the Penguins dominated play. Problem is we can't score. We can't score. It doesn't matter how well we play. We can get shots on net, but we can't score. Kunitz finds a way to either hit the post or shoot it wide. Perron, who I don't even know why he's an NHL player right now. I'm not saying he doesn't have the skill set. Just like any shot either goes high or wide, or he thumps it straight into the logo of a goalie. It's like they have a target and he's like, I'm aiming right there, goalie. Right there. That's the money spot. But I need to talk about this team. This team. I'm gonna become an alcoholic. A lot lately has been said how the Kessel trade wasn't the best move in the world. To that I say, were you one of the whinging fans that were like, oh my god, Crosby needs a winger, Kessel, oh my god, that trade's happened, oh my god, let's party. Christmas came early on that Kessel trade, didn't it? The reason why I bring it up is shut up. Just shut up. Everyone loved that trade when it first happened. Everyone knew what the other problems were on this team, but everyone was like, oh my god, Phil Kessel, Sidney Crosby, at least probably 300 points for Crosby, who's that 99 Gretzky guy. Maybe take his jerseys down from Edmonton. But we all love the trade until we get to game 30 odd in the season where we're not doing well, and then it's fire the coach, fire this guy. Oh heavens to bids, Kessel's not working out. He's quiet in the dressing room. He must be uncoachable again. Maybe he's just a quiet guy. Like, does anyone think that? No. What's the real problem here? Let's just narrow it down. What has been the real problem for the last 2 years? It's our general manager. It is. Mike Johnson got fired because the wrong coach was hired. He's not going into a room of Stanley Cup winners who think that they can do it all over again and demanding respect when he hasn't coached a game in this league. It'd be like me rocking up. Also, our general manager last year made us play with 5 defenders because he couldn't manage the salary cap. We also had to get rid of Simon Dupré for Ben Lovejoy because he couldn't manage the salary cap. Bear in mind, we also didn't have Dupuis playing last year. What would have happened if Dupuis wasn't injured towards the end of last year? What on earth? I don't even want to think about what would have happened. Or Letang missing all those games, or Ehrhoff being on IR. What would have happened then if we were that far over the cap? Fast forward to this year. You have a band-aid effect where you're trying to band-aid things for mistakes that you've previously made. And the real problem is you haven't gone out and got a defender. You've let Martin, Dupré and Ehrhoff all walk away. Bear in mind, they probably don't fit in with the whole scheme of things, but you've let them walk. 2 years before that, Niskanen and Orpik walked. Now, in fairness, did Niskanen want too much money? Yeah. And was Orpik probably not a fit anymore in Pittsburgh? Yeah, but you've also just let go of 5. And I want you to think about this, and I know I've gotten all serious here, and it's because I can't take what I see on this ice. If I have to see Ben Lovejoy play again, I mean, just, ugh. Daly does help things a little bit, but really, I mean, the Pittsburgh Penguins, it shows how bad our defense is that Trevor Daly comes here and we're like, oh my god! I have a question for you. For the 20 people who will end up watching this video, or however many it will be, is the Edmonton Oilers defense better than the Pittsburgh Penguins? And just think about that for a second. Tang is pretty much been injured solid for the last 3 years, and we're paying him $7.5 million. Otherwise, Olli Mata. Now, he started the season injured, but I mean, arguably he's been our best defender for at least the last 10 games, or whenever he came back from injury. I think it was 5. He's been our best defender without... Who's the rest? Cole? Daly? A couple of Dumoulin? I mean, you look at Edmonton, and sure, our probably defenders play better defensively, but moving the puck, they're better. So if Edmonton has such a bad defense, what does that make the Penguins when you're seriously having a conversation of, is that defense better? Because I bet you when I first asked you that question, your response was no. And then you went on something like generalfanager.com and you looked at the defense and you compared our defense and you went, huh. Yeah. Who's that Nikita Nikitin guy making $4.5 million? That was a mistake, wasn't it? But this is just, right now, we have a bad hockey club. I think we can agree on that. Fleury's now injured, may have concussion. Zakov obviously can't carry the load. We have one real shining hope, and that is Murray comes into this team from the AHL and goes on a hamburger run to pretty much force us in the playoffs with Malkin, unless something dramatically changes with this team. I'm not saying that these group of guys, especially the group of forwards, can't do this in the future, but right now, I mean, you're watching the games as much as I am. This is unwatchable hockey from a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, where we were promised things at the start of the season like, hey, we're going to make a real run for it, and then you look at our blue line and you're like, Anyway, that's the whole video. I know I didn't do the funny. Next video, I promise I will do the funny, because you want to make me dance like a monkey, but it's just depressing, and the only way I can get over it is turning to alcohol. But the good news is that we have Boston in like 8 hours. Yay.